Hello, my name is Dr. Dave Harper. I'm a chiropractor. I'm a sports specialist in chiropractic. I'm a functional medicine practitioner, and I'm also a functional neurology practitioner. There's something that I've learned about most recently that I want to share with you, and that's all about mold and mycotoxins. Wet building syndrome is a real thing, and black mold is something that's happening more and more in people's homes, and they don't even know it. It can get in behind the drywall. It can get underneath into carpets, especially if you have a wet basement. Mold is going to be around there. If you've seen anything and you have a windows, if you've got condensation on the inside of your windows, if this has been something of your experience, it's something to consider. Different types of foods are going to have mold potentially growing on them. Wheat products, etc. Some of the things that can happen when you have mold, you can have allergies, you can have a runny nose, you can have immune types of reactions. And so these are potential considerations to investigate to see whether mold is something that you're being affected by. I can share with you that most recently I've learned about testing from microbiology lab. We're called MARCONs, multiple antibiotic resistant staphylococcus. And these are things that find their way into the nose. They can cause inflammation into the brain. They can change the way the brain works. It can accelerate dementia. It can accelerate Alzheimer's. It can have impact in various different ways. Dr. Shoemaker is the originator of this concept, so highly recommend reading anything that Dr. Shoemaker has actually generated. But we have a program to help introduce you to whether or not mold and mold exposure has been something that you might consider, you might have had some issues with. If you've ever had a flooded basement, if you've ever seen black mold along the inside lining of the tub in your shower, you've got mold. And it doesn't take much for something to impact somebody. So what's one man's pleasure, so to speak, is another man's poison. So what may affect one person more specifically and more dramatically, given the same exposure, might not particularly impact somebody else in the same family or in the same group of people. So it's important to look at ourselves as individuals. It's not one size fits all. It's an individualization process to know how to look at a person as an N of one. What is your reality? What is my reality? What do I have to know about David, Dr. Dave, that I then have to manage in terms of my environment around me? What do I need to do to learn more about who I am on the inside and the outside to know how to best help me have longevity and vitality? Longevity and vitality is about compressing morbidity. Heart and Stroke has said that the average Canadian will spend the last 10 years of their life living in sickness. I find that unacceptable. They have a program called Make Health Last. I find that also unacceptable because you can take two meanings for that. You can say maybe make health last for a lifetime, and I would certainly subscribe to that. But make health last? I would want to make health first, not last, for Pete's sake. And so compressing morbidity is all about having an experience whereby at the end of your life, there's the shortest length of time that you do expire. Because again, Heart and Stroke has said, as I mentioned, that the average Canadian will spend the last 10 years of your life living in sickness. That's on average, by the way. Some more, some less. I don't want to be there. And I saw this firsthand with my grandfather, who lived to 97 and 4 months old, my mother's father. 97 and 4 months old. He was in the hospital for the last 15 days of his life. He was not able to communicate for a day and a half of that 15. He lived 10 years past the death of my grandmother, his amazing wife, my amazing grandmother, my mom's mom. And so he lived 35,500 days, of which a day and a half was his morbidity. That's it. He had other issues, but he was able to manage them. He walked every day. He did mental calculations every day. But mold is a big deal. It's insidious. It's silent. It's not well known. It's not well described. But if you think you've ever had a problem with mold, if you think that you may have ever had a problem with mycotoxins, click on the button below and give me a call. Let's have a conversation. Because we can test your home. We can get a home kit that's easy to get into your home, to test your home, and then we can come up with strategies to help you manage the potential impact of that. This was not something I knew about when I graduated over 35 years ago, but it's something that I know about now, and I'm out to let everybody know that it's a possible potential influencer, significant influencer on overall health. So again, click the button below. Let's have a conversation. Tell me your story. Let's hear what it's all about, and let's see what we can do to help you. Take care until we talk soon. Bye for now.